Hello, 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 hello. Y'all get in here. Happy Sunday. This show is off. These women are off. Everybody's off. But we on. So we going to talk about them. How y'all doing? Happy Sunday to everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. So look, I'm back. Me and my blanket and my robe are back because my hormones, y'all, are all over the place. And I now get cold. Whereas cold was not really a thing for me, I get actually cold now. So I'm cold. So yeah, me, my blanket, and my robe are back. And we're gonna talk about RHOP. Mm-hmm. Oh yes. Oh yes. Things transpired tonight. Things transpired. There were some things that I believed I understood from the sneak peek that looked a little different in the cold light of day. In the actual live action, in the moment, it looked a little different. Um, I will say this also. I wasn't as irritated by Monique as I thought I was going to be. So I want to talk about that too. I'm really excited to talk about that. Y'all know I got to my notes. The notebook is ready to go because we got to get into the notes. I took lots and lots of notes. Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I think that I don't like Jazzy. I don't like her. I don't like her. Not a lot. Don't like her a lot. I think some stuff is gonna come up next week. It's gonna be real interesting, and we just gonna have to see how that plays out. I'm kind of interested to see how that goes. We want to talk about this whole trip and the Gizelle takeover that apparently had to happen because people have to be able to wash their tails. We did talk about the whole booty appraisal of it all, and that we cannot appraise booties without them being cleaned. I don't know who you are, but I know damn well you don't think I'm no Beyonce. Now, if you a regular person and you playing, then come on over to the other live. I go live on this one just to make sure we don't lose anybody. So if you're in here and you're here for the RHOP recap, come out of this live and go over to the other one. We got 2 lives going right now, same channel. This live is just a vertical, just to let y'all know that we live. Come on over to the main StreamYard live in case, folks want to call in and give me their opinions and tell me what y'all think about stuff. We absolutely want to hear everything about it. So make sure you come on in, come on over. Hey, Virginia girl, come over to the other live. Hey. So yeah, we're going to talk about all of those things. There was a lot that went on this episode. A lot was said. Angel Slip is hanging really, really bad. It's hanging really bad. And we got to see how this plays out. I don't have a good feeling about Angel. We did get to hear her tonight say, "Hi, Miguel." We did get to hear her tonight say that she don't know how comfortable she is even coming back to Maryland. Okay, well, we're about to end this live in here. There's 2 live streams. One real quick, guys. There's 2 live streams on this channel right now. If I'm pointing at you on this screen, we need you to leave this live stream and come to the other one. So stay on the same channel, click on my face, go to the channel, and click on the other live stream because I'm going to end this one. And if you're on this screen and I'm pointing at you, don't go anywhere because you're in the right place. But if you're over here, make sure you leave here and come over there. This is not your favorite LGBT nothing streamer, honey. I'm not an alphabet person. I'm a regular, normal lady. Yep. Who has children and a uterus. You looking for alphabets? You got to go to another channel. Okay. Yep. God loves you too. All right. So listen, like I said, if y'all are in this stream, leave this stream, come over to the StreamYard because we're live. We're talking RHOP. The show went off and we got a lot of ground to cover. So I will see y'all on the inside. Okay. All right. All right. Bye. All right, all right. Okay, so now let me greet who's in here, and hopefully we grabbed everybody, and we'll see them on the inside. We got our girl Jackie Gaines. She's like number 1. Hey, sis. We got Bianca the Beautiful in here holding it down, telling y'all to get comfortable, get your treats, and hit that like button because y'all know what time it is. We got Magaline Lamar. Thank you for being number 2, sis. We love you. We appreciate you. Delicia Desmuke. Hey, girl. Thank you for being number 3. Is that Adrian? Hey, girl. Thank you for being like number 4. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Diamond Baby, thank you for being number 8. This was an episode. It was a lot going on. It was a lot. It took me time to get the notes together, so that's why I needed a couple of more minutes, a little extra, read all about it because I wanted to make sure I knew who was saying what, when they said it, how they said it, facial expressions. Y'all know how I get. I like to be, as detailed as I can when I tell y'all what went on because I know everybody does not watch this show. Queen of Hearts KS, thank you for being like number 10, sis. Sean Living Life, what's going on? Good to see you, honey. Thank you for being number 6. Angel was getting it tonight, and she deserved it. Angel was getting it, and she deserved it. And we're going to talk about that. Yes, we are. My Peanut is here. Peanut is number 11. She number 11. Gaby, hey, girl. Thank you for being like number 13. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Priscilla Clemens, thank you for being 14, sis. I appreciate you. Gossip News, nephew, how you doing? Thank you for being 15. I mean, everybody would like some homemade red velvet cake, but how we gonna get it? It's D Crazy D Amazing DS, honey, and she's running the Reflection Corner, and she's also like number 18. Thank you. Black Smile, what's going on? Thank you for being number 16. Kashana is number 20. How you doing, Bookie Woo? Happy Sunday. Good to see you. All right. Oh, shoot. That's Latrice. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for being number 17. You gonna do it. You can get through the lesson plan, girl. It ain't easy. It ain't fun. I've been there, and it sucks, but it ain't, you can do it. Hey, Linnell, thank you for being number 20. Miss Lovely T in the house. Hey, girl, thank you for being 24. My boo too adorable is number 25, and it's so good to see you. Happy Sunday, y'all. Miss Sparkle is here, our resident Mary Kay lady. And if you are in Discord, I am aware that she put the price list up because I told y'all she having a knockdown, drag out, paint the town red, beat you black and blue. Everything must go clearance sale. The price is at rock bottom. I'm talking about rock bottom. Ain't nothing on her list over $20. Y'all need to be in Discord so you can get the hookup and get your stuff. If you's a Mary Kay type of girl, you want the skincare, you like the fragrances, you like the oils, you like the lipstick because you want to, paint your lips and paint your eyes and all that stuff. She got it. Y'all need to be in Discord where you can get the hookup. All right. That's what I'm saying. We're going to get on into this thing, honey. Get on into it. Who else we got up in here? Makeup Addict. How you doing, girl? Happy Sunday. Listen, we got to talk about this episode, child. Yep, Jossie is a hot, heated mess. Overheated mess. Makeup Addict. I don't care for Angel, but I must say I did not like to pile up on her on this episode. Other than that, she can continue to get dragged. Yeah, I didn't see it as no pile up. You don't leave a bunch of women with no ability to wash their tail and think everybody gonna handle you with kid gloves. You did some nasty stuff. And so people got a right to say something about it. Ain't nobody got to wait in line and take turns to say something to you quietly and worry about your feelings. She didn't even worry if them people was gonna catch the plague, not being able to bathe. I ain't studying Angel. Shakuru, what up, sis? How you doing? Cynthia. Hey, happy Sunday. Y'all hit the like button. Subushiva Prasad, welcome. Hope you're a Housewives fan or at least somebody who want to talk about them. Hey, Nene Ashley, how you doing, sis? Hey, Texas Passion, what's cracking? What's going down? So good to see you. Thank you for being number 33. Thank you. My sweet, what's happening? Good to see you. Happy Sunday. The Divine Miss M is in the house. She number 44. She 44. Z Molly, how are you? Thank you for being number 53, honey. Oh, you're going to watch it at 7 a.m. when it come on in the UK. Okay, that's what time it come on over there. Okay. I feel you. Or don't worry, I'm gonna tell you everything that went on. I ain't gonna hold it from you. It was a lot of foolishness this episode. It really was. It really was. Honey, let's get into it. Everybody else gonna have to catch us on the flip-flop. If they get in here late, maybe they can, wind it back and see what was said, and then they can catch on up. So let's talk. Now, first of all, first things first. Freaks, all the honeys, bunnies, Playboy bunnies, those wanting money. I'm sorry. So yeah, here go the notes. So we started out the way we left out, the way they always do, right? So they're in the car. Everybody having these conversations in the car. So at this point, it's 3 separate cars. You got Angel and the crew. They got to take a shower. You sent something to my Cash App. Hold on. I'm going to pay attention to that right now. This is my first support of the entire day. And it's from Auntie Baby. It's from Gossip News. Let me send a heart right now. Thank you. Now it say slay. Y'all, that's so cute. It got hearts on it and it say slay. I be wanting y'all to see stuff, but I don't know how to let you see it. Can y'all see it? Ain't no way. I don't know how to do it, but it's so cute. Oh, it's so cute. It's got kids marks on it and say slay. That's so adorable. Thank you, boo. I appreciate you. That is so nice. Y'all know I get excited over little or nothing. Don't mind me. Thank you, Gossip News. I get excited over the simplest stuff. Thank you so much. That was so sweet. Okay. So look. So Angel in there talking about what Jossie told her about Monique. And now that I'm looking back at it and seeing exactly what was said, keeping it funky, Angel was putting a lot on it. And I low-key almost feel like, is it legit? She putting a lot on it, or did Jossie tell it to her messy? Because even though Monique was projecting and trying to be like Iyanla Jr., and y'all know she was getting on my nerves with that, and I was all set this episode to be fed up to here with Monique. I was ready to be fed up to here with Monique, and yet somehow I didn't feel that way. Somehow I didn't. Not watching how it really played out in real time. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know me. Hello? Yeah, you're going to put some canned milk in that cake. You don't use no jug milk. Till it look right. Try like a half a cup at a time until it look right. Well, then just put a little bit in there. Put a half a cup in there. No, but ain't no look just fine, because when I told you how to fix it the first time, you did just like I told you, and that cake was wonderful, and it wasn't dry, and it was rich, wasn't it? And if you leave something out, talking about it, the batter tastes fine, that cake gonna be dry as a kitchen sponge. You're gonna mess around and kill somebody, and they're gonna call the law on you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, put about a half a cup and mix it in real good. And if it ain't too loose, then do another half or thereabouts. Okay. Y'all forgive me. I had to I had to prevent a culinary crime. It was about to go down. One of my nieces trying to cook, and she was about to mess up. First, she didn't know if she needed the canned milk. And I'm like, don't you put no jug milk in that cake. Then sitting up there thinking, talking about it looked fine without it. I said, you better put that milk in there, because she was finna, take somebody's life. I'm trying to tell her, don't do that. It's a mistake. She's making one of my private recipes. That's what she's making. What I call a lemonade pound cake. You wouldn't know nothing about that. That's top secret. It's 00 Negro. DV, thank you for being like number 53. Okay. Is DSA Jossie with her? Backstroke edges told it messy. I think so too. The more I watch this episode, it's giving Jossie told it messy because she was trying to create something. Hey, just being me, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Make sure you hit the like button, baby. Diamond baby say, till it look right is a mama measurement if I ever heard one. Y'all better ask Peanut. That's how I taught him, honey. When it look right, when it smell right, you know, when it tastes right, then it's right. That's when you know it's right, you know. But if they listen to me, the food always come out right. Yeah. Look, Diamond baby, Catherine, look at her laughing. That's how I taught them. But they food be good. If you do like I tell you, the food gonna be good. It don't sound good, but if you do it like I say, you can't miss. So I'm watching her go, and Angel all off on a tangent. Oh yeah, they coming for Bobby. If you come for Bobby, and then Bobby, oh, don't you talk about Bobby? Oh, Bobby. Meanwhile, I had to go back because I'm like, am I tripping? Monique ain't said nothing about Bobby. Not like that. She wasn't talking about Bobby like that. She was projecting herself onto you. She wasn't sitting there bad mouthing Bobby like, oh, Bobby don't want to see about his churn and Bobby's this and Monique ain't saying nothing about Bobby. That's right. Trust that Southern process. There you go. Y'all hit the like button. And oh, real quick, housekeeping. If y'all must cuss, misspell it, make sure you hit the like button, put your like number in the chat. Make sure that y'all use your engagement button on the bottom right-hand side, the circle with the heart emoji, tap it, hit any emoji, send them bubbles up. You know I'm sensitive and I need it. I need the engagement. If you see somebody you don't know, say welcome, say hi. If this your first time hanging out with us, tell us it's your first time. I just put FTL for first time live in the chat, and we will welcome you personally and individually because we are so happy to have you here. Okay, so happy. And Bianca, I'm with you. I hate that they messed up everybody's names because, like, I know y'all is what I know. You like Catherine. I know Catherine is Catherine, but now it's Diamond baby, and I'm trying to, kind of navigate with the new names and who I know people to be. I don't know why YouTube did that. They suck really bad for that. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all tell them about it. But yeah, so she all upset. Oh, y'all talking about Bobby? Don't you come for Bobby? And Monique don't know me, and she don't know me like that. And this is a boundary. And this girl, you done messed around and got all hyped up off what Jossie said, and you don't even know if Jossie told you that right. Is Monique a psychopath that need to mind her business? Yes. But does that mean that what Jossie told you is exactly how that was said? No. In reality, it just ain't that deep. Angel, calm down, and Jossie stop being a pot stirrer. Hey, listen, you could be a pot scraper, but don't be a pot stirrer. Shout out to boss man D-Lo. You could be a pot scraper, but don't be a pot stirrer. So, she talking about the women thrive on misinformation and jump into conclusions, and they don't know us. And if I open up our relationship to them, then they are privileged. Like, girl, relax. Don't nobody care about your relationship. Angel, you boring, you dry, you a wet blanket, you's a dark cloud. Okay? Hey, Delicia, that's Mew. Thank you so much for the super chat. She says, thank you for the review, sis. Thank you for being here. This is my second support of the whole day. And I thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. But yeah, honey. Yeah, thank you, Shakuru, girl. The relax is the word. Honey, relax. It's just not that deep. And you going all off the deep end like people so invested in your marriage. They not. They not. Them people is just literally irritated. And to be honest, if they had a better time, Monique might not have even noticed anything that she thought was similar to her and went off on a tangent, being crazy. Like, it literally is just not that deep. What up, D. Saratinas? Thank you for being like number 58. I know good and well my likes is not in the 50s. I know they're not. And I got pages of notes to get through. I know that ain't the case. I need y'all to hit the like button, please, and thank you. So I was just saying two things can be true about Monique. That's true. And which is why I was saying what I was saying. We're going to get into a little bit more of that a couple of pages into these notes. I told y'all from the rip, Monique wasn't trying to be malicious. She's just crazy. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all remember me telling y'all Monique wasn't trying to be malicious. She wasn't trying to do nothing to her. She's just a nut. She's one of those people that will have gone to therapy for all of 10 minutes, and now they think they know the answers to the universe, and now they said, now they're gonna set everybody's life straight, and they don't. You crazy. You don't even know nothing yet. Crazy don't equal evil. She just crazy. Heavy on the, if they were having a good trip, they wouldn't be paying attention to you. Yeah, they wouldn't even seen that. Now Monique nut job tell thinks she know what's going on, and she thinks she see herself in you. Now she want to save you from nothing because she crazy. That's all I'm saying. So look, then you got Kiana telling her like, girl, this ain't even a conversation, which is true. It's not a conversation. And the fact that Kiana had to tell you, Angel, this ain't a conversation, Angel, girl, let it go. Let it go. Yes, the divine Miss M. We've all met some of these people. They done went to therapy for all of 10 minutes. Now they experts. They can help everybody now. They understand everything. They can help everybody. They know what everything is, you know, with no classes, no nothing. They just know it all. They know everything. They can save the world. So then you got Stacy and Jossie in another car. Let's talk about that car. This early in the episode is when I realized I don't like Jossie that much. So Jossie in the truck with Stacy. And Stacy like, girl, when you get you some children, you'll understand that's the easiest excuse to use or whatever. And I was kind of laughing in a way because I'm like, if anybody know about lying about why you don't want to do something, it'll be Stacy. If anybody can tell you why to lie or how to lie or the easiest lie to tell when you don't want to do something, it's Stacy. It's her. Hey, Belicious, girl. Thank you for being like number 60. I'm so glad you're here. My sister Lily is here. I love you, sis. I got to call you. I tried to call you a while back, but I missed you. I'm going to have to try to call you again. Oh, wow. Thank you, sis. Listen, that's high praise coming from you because, y'all, this is one of my most beautiful sisters anywhere. I love her so much. Y'all tell Lily, hey. Yeah, Jossie be putting on. So Stacy telling her this the easiest lie to tell. If you don't want to go somewhere, just blame it on the children or you ain't got nobody to watch the children and stuff. Thank you, boo. And next thing you know, Jossie say, oh, I know, because I'm the one that set up the babysitting in my family. Set up the babysitting. Girl, you ain't got no children. How you the one setting up the babysitting and you ain't had no babies? Oh, Jossie. Girl, this getting embarrassing. Not only did she tell us how she got her ring. Y'all remember Carter said in that nasty song, I don't cook and I don't clean. Let me tell you how I got the ring. Well, Jossie just told y'all tonight how she got that ring. She doing extra credit. She willing to kiss behind, set up, play date. She probably watching the man churn he got on her in the street and everything else. A lot of women don't want to ring that bad. I'm going to say it one more time. A lot of women don't want to ring that bad. Let me say it a third time because I want somebody to feel it in their spirit. Everybody don't want to ring that bad. And it's the fact that you up here saying this openly like it's a flex. That's so pitiful and pathetic. Everybody don't want to ring that bad, Jossie. That's embarrassing, sugar. Then let me tell you what else. Then she gonna say, oh, I don't believe her either. So wait. This your friend girl that you sitting up being a little human tape recorder for recording conversations, going back, repeating it. No, that health ain't got no children. No. Hey, Coco Mahogany. Thank you for being number 64, boo. Yeah. She ain't got no children. But say she the one set up the babysitting for them children that Negro got in the street. Even say being the child care coordinator for your man whole children is crazy. Sure is. Belicious said Jossie been since we first met her stepkids. Child, you better talk about it. One who cares, thank you for being number 63, honey. Listen, let me tell you something. She did that and then turn around. Oh, I don't believe her. I don't believe that one bit. But that's your friend. That she's such your friend that you got to go back and report things that wasn't even your place to report. Deborah Randall in the house, y'all. Housewives Talk is legal. We in compliance. We got Deborah. Hey, girl, thank you for being number 63. So look. Then we get the call with Gizelle and them up in there. They like, oh, I wonder, I forgot who said it. I think it might have been Ashley or Monique, one of them, that was like, I wonder what Stacey and Jocelyn talking about. Giselle said they ain't talking about nothing. Monique then is like, child, Wendy came and told us that that Jocelyn went to Angel and reported everything that was said, which was crazy, but that is indeed what she did. That was some wild crap. And they started having a conversation about Angel and how she did this trip and how much of a failure it was. Like, it was abysmal. Like, I can't even believe that she failed that bad, to be honest. I was not expecting it to go that bad, but it really went that bad. And they just kind of talked about it, and Monique reiterated and was like, she was saying that, hey, this was just her, it was just an assumption. So she was qualifying the statement that, it was just an assumption. And you're right, Belicious. They were talking about nothing. Chicken coops and dogs and crap. Like, what kind of garbage is that? With straight garbage, straight nothing energy. So anyway, and she was like, hey, at the end of the day, she say, I wasn't even talking about him. I'm talking about her and what I thought I was seeing, because a lot of her behavior did look familiar to me. And they played back some of Monique's behavior. And if I'm going to be fair, watching everything play out as opposed to the sneak peek and the clips and this, that, and the third, low key, Monique ain't wrong. Monique is not wrong at all. As far as the behavior being similar, does it mean that it indicates the same thing? No, it does not. But she's not wrong in that the behavior was similar, that always being on defense and stuff. And I could see it. But I also see that Monique need to learn to mind her goddamn business, because it ain't got nothing to do with you. Like, learn to mind your business, Monique. That's all. Mind your business. I get your concern, but sometimes your concern can really be overstepping boundaries to a certain degree. But at the same time, she wanted to talk to Angel, and Angel could have told her, hey girl, mind your business, but Jossie got in it, and so it didn't go that way. And then Angel was like, she's working on a solve for the house. And I'm like, the idea that you saying you working on a solve, girl, did you really think them people was gonna be okay sitting in the house and catch their behinds? These are women. Women have to bathe multiple times through a day, at least once. But y'all know we Black women, so it's real common for us to bathe multiple times a day. And to have Black women in a house away from home where they don't have all of their normal accoutrements around, and then you can't even bathe with your essentials that you brought with you, that's a lot. Ain't nobody gonna be sitting around smelling frowsy while you work on a solve. Angel is really, like, at this point, she on diet crack, and I want her to get a refund. Lily say, Angel's trip sucks. I wish fish fly. I'll fly fish on my time, not a girl's trip. She needs to go. Absolutely needs to go. And there is something definitely not right about her. I don't like her energy. And y'all know me. I'm the first one to pull for the Black Family Hey Camille Fund. I see a Black mama, Black daddy, cute little Black babies, I'm automatically like, I'm on your team until you make me not be. And Angel put me off her team real quick with that weird behavior after the whole chin check debacle. Okay. So then they get to the private jet thing. And I'm going to tell you something. I noticed something in this episode that I didn't like. Something that we don't normally see on these franchises. And I didn't like it. So they get to the private jet. The first thing they do is post how much it is, $8,000 per hour. And I'm like, okay. I know regular people get on a private jet. It's $8,000. Like, you would think they was up here, on Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. I did not, I didn't care for that. I didn't care for that at all. I thought that sucked buns. Okay. Evie say working on a solve instead of immediately booking other accommodations is a mess. My money or something ain't right. Their money or something ain't right, or he don't let her spend it. That's what I'm thinking. It's something real fishy and funny going on with the whole thing, with the money and the mentioning of the money and the constant talking about the money. All of that is a problem for me. I didn't like it. So they post the amount that the jet was per hour. Okay. These women, none of these women are poor people. Let's be clear. None of these women are poor people. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. It took me immediately back to them going to the races. Oh, Bobby gave me $5,000 to gamble with. Why are you announcing how much money your man gave you to gamble with? Hey, sis. Oh, so pretty. How are you? I'm so glad you made it. Sean Living Life say, I'm a big black guy. I absolutely need water. I need a shower at least twice a day if I'm out and about. And I agree. I agree with you. Y'all know I am in support of soap and water. I believe soap and water are sent by the Lord, and we should all be in love with soap and water and a clean behind. Okay. Y'all know we still working on our booty appraisal insurance agency. And part of that is how clean is it? Okay. Booties need to be clean. Nobody wants musty buns. Like, that's just horrible. You don't want to have them. You don't want to smell them. You don't want to see them. You don't even want to think about them. So the fact that she's saying she working on a solve and you got full grown women there trying to ration out water and possibly having to wash with bottled water and all type of nonsense, that's disgusting. So yeah. Oh, he gave me $5,000 to gamble with. Then you go to get on the plane. The plane is $8,000 an hour. So every one of them women that was there could have paid that. Every last one of them. So it was kind of like getting up under my skin a little bit. So they get on the jet. Angela's, all impressed with herself getting on this jet. Like, girl, your man got money. And you always talking about the money and what we got in my real rich A and all this other stuff. That shouldn't have been impressive to you, honey. This should be a regular thing. Jenny Patterson, girl, thank you for being number 70. Shakuru, thank you for the super sticker, sis. This is my third support of the whole stream. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. Lily say, Angel wants to outdo the other women, but she's amongst women who are seasoned on the show and are making their own money. I hope she don't return next season. I hope she don't either. Because the difference is, right, she's trying to prove she got access, but here's the gag, right? While she's trying to prove she got access, them girls actually got access because it's their money. It's their money. And I don't know what's going on. I don't believe for 1 minute that lovely black family is poor. Obviously not. But something's going on where maybe she's, maybe it's a short leash. We saw it with Ashley Darby. At this stage, 10 years on this show, we saw Ashley Darby on a short leash until she divorced Montgomery Burns. Until she divorced Mr. Burns, Ashley was on a short leash, and y'all know it. Ashley just started wearing decent clothes. She just started having decent wigs and weaves and stuff. And all before Ashley was dressing out of rainbow and dots and maybe a little bit of Charlotte Russe and Forever 21. Now all of a sudden she putting on the Versace and stuff. So maybe it's one of them short leash situations. Whatever it is, it's looking funny. Shakuru said, I'm with Gizelle on this one. I am too. The idea that you got grown women where they can't bathe, girl, you lost me. You lost me when you lost the plot. And you lost the plot when you lost the soap and water. Hey, Kat, thank you for being 71, girl. So look, I don't know why you started like her, because I'm not. My opinion of her has not changed since she turned me off with the chin check. But listen, so they get on there. Gizelle got on there and she immediately told him, like, I don't know how to feel about y'all. And she went and sat down. Ashley immediately went to cracking, not jokes, but, making her little comments. And she was like, well, don't smell me because we ain't had a chance to get no shower. And I would have had a problem with it. I'm going to tell you flat out, Seanitra wouldn't have went. If I couldn't have bathed, I would have got me a hotel and got me a hot bath and went and took myself out for brunch and a little shopping, little, whatever, little browsing, little spa action, little pedicure action, little facial action. But ain't no way in the solemn hell I'd have got up and been trying to take whole baths. Trying to take a horse bath to go get on no plane with you in no closed up space with a bunch of other cats that ain't had a bath. You out your mind. Ain't no way in the solemn hell. So they get on there, whatever. They sitting down. Angel tried to apologize, like you could just apologize and everything. Girl, you can't apologize a bath on them on that plane. Are you crazy? Gizelle was like, too late, and shut her down. Too late, and I'm not mad with her. Too late is the right answer, and I cannot believe that I'm agreeing with Gizelle Bryant. Sean said the money flex in this episode was weird. It was off. I get it if it was Beverly Hills and they spending multiple thousands and millions at a time, but hyping up 2,000 and below, baby, listen, it was weird. Yeah, like, girl, the way I would have gone straight to the hotel with all of my belongings, took me a hot shower and relaxed and been happy to be rid of them hookers. That's what I'd have done. Ain't no way in hell. But I don't do girl trips. I never did. That ain't I'm not that type of chick. I ain't really for all that. But anyway, so she was like, Gizelle told her, it's too late. It's too late. Angel up there looking like a victim. And I'm like, and I'm sitting there. Y'all let me know in the chat. Am I being, if I'm being heartless? Y'all know I'm not sensitive. You can tell me. I'm only sensitive about my bows and my likes. Okay? But I was annoyed by the fact that Angel had the nerve to be acting like she's a victim. Girl, these people do not have to accept your apology, and you can't tell them how to feel about how you treated them. You can't just say, I'm sorry after that type of stuff. Lord, thank you. Me and my hot flashes, straight to the hotel I go. Hello. DM Rock said Gizelle got them a nice hotel to the Four Seasons. Yeah, she did. She got them over there to the Four Seasons. And Miss Angel with my real rich A, all that hopping around, you working on it? Girl, stop. Hey, Agnes Bukasa said not all the women in Beverly Hills have money. Some have allegedly committed fraud. Just because somebody committed fraud don't mean they don't have the money. Hell, if they committing fraud, they might have more money than everybody else. Crime pays, honey. Just so you know. Oh, so Pretty say, I'm siding with Gizelle on this one. No water and extreme heat, and Angel not checking on them is unacceptable. Yes, the fact that the heat was on and wouldn't go off and had Monique face all swole up and stuff. We're going to get into all of that. So while they doing the excuses and whatnot, baby Wendy, Dr. Wendy done checked in. You know, I ain't checking for her after she disrespected her mama, but she was on point with this. Okay? She said, girl, Deborah, see, this is why I love you. Girl, you know I love you. Deborah say, when she said I was an empath, we all have empathy. Girl, that I'm an empath stuff be pissing me off. That pisses me off so bad. Like that term literally comes from witchcraft, and people sit up and repeat it because they hear other people say it and don't even know the roots of stuff. It pisses me the hell off. Like, shut up. You're not an empath. You a jackass. Agent Marie say not having water is an emergency, very serious situation. For sure. For sure. Different ways to be rich, but Angel isn't one of them. I don't know. Well, if she ain't, the husband is, because that man got money, them people ain't poor. You know what I'm saying? But we just don't know what's going on, you know, the ins and outs of their relationship and who got access and, you know, what's what, because that's not our business. Like, let me be very clear. I don't feel like just because you on the show, we got to know all the business, you know, of your marriage and your life. Because, you know, I'm a firm believer in protect your household, protect your marriage, protect your foundation. Everything ain't for sale. Gossip News say, how does the host of the trip not call and check on them? They're an hour away from you. And that's why them girls wasn't hearing it. None of them wasn't hearing it. They was over it. Like, they was over that. I'm telling you. Thank you. Empath my foot. They get on my nerves with that mess. So then that's when Wendy was like, first of all, nobody checked on us. Y'all ain't said nothing. Not, hey, bye, dog, kiss my foot. Not a blessed thing. You ain't even seen if we was all right. Knew we was over there. Nothing wasn't set up the way it was supposed to be set up. Ain't none of that. Ain't none of that been done. And we over here with no water and stuff. Wendy wasn't wrong. She was like, you couldn't text. She said, you ain't even offered to send an Uber to Uber us to your house where we could come and take a bath or nothing. And that's true. That's some real stuff. You could have said, okay, y'all, the water out. And you can't say she didn't know because Jossie was on the phone reporting what everybody had to say. So clearly you knew there wasn't no water and you talked about it and had the nerve to have an attitude and be playing victim time. I ain't none of them called to tell you, ho, you the host. You supposed to call and check on them. Okay. But then like Wendy said, you could have said, okay, Jossie told me I ain't get a chance to call. She could have cleaned it up. I ain't even get a chance to call because Jossie called me first, but the water ain't working. So I'm going to send cars I'm going to let the cars bring y'all over here, bring all y'all stuff. And I'm going to let y'all go ahead and get a bath over here and we'll leave from my house. Because I ain't going to have y'all out amongst people and you ain't had no hot water on your tail. The fact that somebody had to tell her that is horrible. Evie say, yeah, how you this poor of a host? That's what I want to know. Hey, Stylish Lux, you late, but you here, girl. Uh-oh, makeup addict say, well, I take it back. When I think about it, Angel deserved her lashings. And she did. And she did. And it was the idea that you got the nerve to be playing victim after you have behaved this poorly. Like, why would you do something like that? Divine Miss M say, Angel's tears did not put out the fire under that bragging butt. Yeah, it's the bragging. It's being how you that braggadocious. Like it was just a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot for me to digest. It was a lot to digest. It's DS say Jossie told everything, but there's no water. Oh, she knew it wasn't no water. She knew it wasn't no water because if you go back to last week's episode when she was talking to Tia and Kiana and playing victim because Jossie called, but none of the rest of them called to tell me nothing. Hooker, you're the host. You're the host. And you knew because Jossie told you when she was reporting everybody's conversation like some kind of demented parrot. Sean say Angel didn't check on them that night when they got back to the house or in the morning. Basic hosting and hospitality. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Even if you're not hosting, if people coming to your town to visit you, at the end of the day, when they leave your house to go back to the hotel or whatever, if they don't text you, you should have texted them. Y'all made it back all right, y'all good? Nothing. Child, she had a mammy. The mammy gone now, but she was raised by a woman. That's what I'm trying to understand. Let's really get down into it. Wendy ain't even one of us. Now let's talk about this thing. And I don't care how long your people been up north. Every Black American up north, I would say a hot 80 to 85% got Southern roots. And you know how we raised. You got people in your town and you don't even check to make sure they made it in the door safe at night. We don't do that. And the fact that Wendy was the one that said, girl, you could have sent cars so people could come over there and bathe to your house. Angel, why wouldn't you know that? You got Kiana, Ditsy Tail, and Tia sitting over there. Why didn't they say, well, girl, you ain't going to let them come over here and wash? Hey, Rochelle, thank you for being 77. Jossie was pissed because she was a leftover. Oh, stop it, I say. But it's like you couldn't have been too pissed because you still reporting back like the demented parrot you are. Agnes said, I did kind of feel bad for Angel at that lunch, but living in a house with little to no water is unacceptable. Yeah, I didn't feel bad for her. Now, you don't get to play victim after you do something to offend other people. You don't offend folks and become a victim. That's not how that works. When you offend people, you a woman and you say, you know what? I dropped the ball. I'm going to fix this. Matter of fact, it's already been fixed. Them people over there right now grabbing y'all stuff. And when we get back, y'all going straight to your new accommodations. That's what should have happened, but that ain't what happened. Listen, Divine Miss M say, I'm still itching from agreeing with Jizzy. Angel didn't expect them to lay her out. No, she didn't. She thought everybody was going to play with her, and it ain't go like that. You done left a bunch of sisters with no way to bathe. I don't know how you thought this was going to go in your favor. Classy say, hey, Classy, Jossie pissed me off saying Tia was staying at Angel's house by default. Child, that's what pissed you off. Out of all the mess she did, that's the one, Classy. All right, girl. So, yeah, Wendy let her have it. Angel blamed her not doing what she was supposed to do. I got up and I was in fix-it mode. I've been up since first thing in the morning. And Gizelle was like, we have too. Why you talking about I'm going to try to fix it? She done already fixed it. Gizelle done already fixed it while she's saying she was in fix-it mode. You got Tia sitting up there trying to take up for her, and Gizelle checked her super quick. She ain't even let her get it off. And she was like, first of all, first of all, ain't no, what about Angel? You feel bad for Angel. She was like, we ain't even got water, but you feeling bad for her. And then Tia ended during confessional talking about that she saw Angel panicking and crying, so that was the immediate need at the time. Wait a minute. Somebody crying is a bigger need than people trapped in a house with no heat and with a bunch of heat that won't turn off and no water. The immediate need was her temper tantrum because she dropped the ball. She claimed production picked the house. Even if she want to claim production picked the house, Lily, which she might be lying, I don't know at this point. I don't believe nothing come out of Angel's mouth. But even if so, this your city, fix it. Fix it. How was Gizelle able to fix it like this? And you still talking about you working on a solve? I don't even believe that. The fact that the house had been picked, she had designated rooms, personalized gifts in every room. Production might have helped her, but Angel picked that house. Angel is a liar. Even say, how you in fix it mode? We got phones, smartphones, you book, you pay, it's done. Thank you. We can run the whole world from these goddamn phones. All she do is lie. And y'all know how I feel about that. Angel is a bad host. And low key, I feel like she's a bad person. Even say she was raised around them clear people. Crime don't make you a necessity when you're wrong. Yeah, but that's the thing with Tia. Tia is not one of us. She's an African lady that was raised in the UK. So they don't deal in reality. They can do the victim thing. We wasn't raised being victims. So we don't do that, and we don't really take that from other people either. So that's why Tia thought that was acceptable. To say that, she was the immediate need because she was panicking and crying. B say that's the only reason that I'm gonna watch this episode, because I need to see how this stand arrangement has worked out. Girl, it ain't. And the fact that they were saying, yes, Deborah, wasn't even no water to flush the toilet. Wasn't even no water to flush the toilet. When I say I'd have left that night, if it wasn't a shame. If I could have got somebody to drive me into town from out there from the cabin in the woods, I'd have left that night. Ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in the hell I'd have stayed out there. That was disgusting. That was really disgusting. Then we find out that she claimed that while they was at her house with them strange men, them strange musky looking men smoking cigars and staring at them like some kind of weird slasher movie, that she sent an electrician and somebody to the house, and they said that the water pressure was fine before they got back. Meanwhile, as soon as them ladies get back, it's pitch black and ain't no water. Which says to me again, how did production pick the house, but you sending electricians and people to the house? If production picked it, wouldn't production be sending people to the house? Why would it be you? With your lying self. I'm tired of Angel. I'm going to just tell y'all the truth. I'm tired. And so Gizelle told her flat out, you's a terrible host. Kayana is in the confessional trying to downplay the situation because, of course, she was able to wash her tail, so she don't see it's a problem. Talking about, well, I've been on a couple of trips with the ladies, and we've had bad accommodations before. Girl, sleeping in a bunk bed or a room with a small bed is not the same as not having water to wash your behind, or being trapped in a house with the heat on 90 and it won't go off. That is not the same thing. See, Kayana, you about to make me sick. Kayana talking like, oh, you a veteran. You been on the show so long. Girl, you was here one time as a friend of, and they brought you back again out of pity. And hoping they didn't get sued. Girl, I ain't liking Kay this season either. But Lily, I be struggling, girl, because I don't hardly like none of these women. But she definitely pissed me off with that. Okay. And then Gizelle let them know they're going to the 4 seasons. Because she said this the worst trip she been on. And she said second place was that trip that Wendy did, taking them over there to where the hell did she come to? It'll come to me. I wrote it down, but I didn't write it on this page. That Providence or whatever that trip was that Wendy took them to, when she put Gizelle and Robin in that terrible room when Gizelle had that boot on her foot. That was actually kind of funny. That was that couple's trip where she told them to bring their luggage because they ain't had no men. After she said, I'm hating on this. Sean say Angel should have got them ladies and put them up in her house. It might have been cramped, but it could have been a chance to get to know each other and build a better bond she claimed she wanted. Yeah. Chesapeake. That's where it was. Chesapeake. That's where it was. The little couples trip. Okay. So then Angel like, well, we gonna have a great trip. Let's just have a great trip. Gizelle's still salty as hell. So she was like, yeah, because of us, not because of you. And then this where Angel really got up under my nerves. Talking about, well, y'all on a private jet because of me. They could get on a private jet without you. And Gizelle ain't making no better, no worse. She said, girl, I would have rather had a hot bath than get on a jet. Like, she literally said, y'all on a private jet because of me. Like, them women can't afford to get on a jet. Are you okay? They went shopping. Ashley, of all people, Barfly Trailer Park, Ashley almost spent enough for the first hour of the jet on a goddamn belt. She spent $5,000 on a belt. Your jet wasn't but $8,000 an hour. Ashley could have paid for the jet. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. That's what I'm saying. Like, when I say Angel is not my cup of tea, she's so busy trying to prove wag this, wag that. I got it. Girl, it ain't giving that. It's not giving that. So then everybody then went to then Kariana went talking about, oh y'all, let's toast. And Stacey turned real black for a minute. You know I don't like Stacey either with her lying, anti-black self. But she turned black for like a minute. Kariana talking about, y'all, everybody, let's toast. Stacey was like, are you kidding me? Are you crazy? Don't nobody want to toast? People ain't had no bath and you talking about some goddamn toast and you want a toast. I say, wait a minute. Come on, Detroit. You know, before she was getting, I'm from Detroit. Honey, when Kayana said something stupid about let's toast, Stacey gave Detroit. You know, Detroit is different from Detroit. Stacey gave Detroit. I say, wait a minute. Come on, Stacey. I don't like you, but come on back. Lily said, I want her to tell us at the reunion why she has to ask her husband for use of the money. I mean, hey, she ain't got to tell me, sis, but that apparently that's how they run their house. And I'm going to respect it because y'all didn't ask Drew why she had to ask Ralph for a couple $100 for a plane ticket. So don't y'all bother Angel about asking about spending some money. Hey, LEL. I'm just saying. Peanut say the non-bathing woke the black up in her. It had to. Lord, y'all mess around and interrupt Stacey bath. She gonna turn black again. She gonna be black again. Deborah say not black for a minute. Yes, she did. She was black for a minute. Child came on a stupid butt talking about something. Let's toast. Stacey turned to a whole Negro. I was like, Stacey, is that you? See, you had been this the whole time. I would like you. She did. She turned black for a minute. No, Juan, don't do that. That's not what married couples do. That's what that married couple does. Okay. Everybody run their marriages different ways. That's why I say she ain't got to explain to us. That's how they run their house. Because everybody don't run their house like that. And people who ain't in people married houses don't need to have nothing to say about how the married people run their houses. What I got something to say about it is you don't be inviting people to your town talking about you hosting and you ain't already had them conversations and got stuff ironed out before you bring them people there. Okay. And one, I think Stacey is kind of glad she not getting popped, but at the same time, Stacey not too glad because Stacey can't bathe either. And see, that's why Stacey turned black because they wouldn't let her wash. You know, sisters like to wash. Even though we know she don't like being a sister because she real anti-black. She black enough that she want a bath. I can tell you that. She want a bath. Okay. So look, then all the ladies went to thanking Gizelle for finding them somewhere decent to stay. And Angel stood up there giving victim face. I'm like, girl, get on with the victim face. They got every right to say, Gizelle, thank you for getting us somewhere where we can put some hot water, a wash rag, and some soap on our tails. Ma'am, how dare you sit up there looking like a victim because people want to bathe and they happy they get to wash. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Angel ain't right in the head. I'm going to just tell y'all that. Peanut say if she know her husband keep on a tight leash, she has no business signing up to host a trip, right? Or get it all ironed out beforehand so you don't end up looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? You saw that face she had on because they said, thank you, Gizelle, for getting me somewhere to stay. Lord DS, this is why you run the reflection corner, because I'm finna send you there right now. This is an 18-second violation. This fool said Angel got evicted from hosting the trip. Lisa Gordon, hey girl, thank you for being number 87. I just don't know. Not evicted from hosting. So then, while they up in the air, Jossie lets us know that she was a flight attendant for 11 years. Okay, good. Thank you for letting us know how you caught the man. There you go. Young girls, if y'all listening, if you cute like Jossie, got your cute little shape, you got nice complexion, you got all your edges, you look real nice, everything's symmetrical in here. Go get you a job as a flight attendant, okay? And you know, big bucks, no whammies. All right. Yeah, they got a part, but if you're hosting, you're the host. And if you don't host well, it's gonna reflect on you. And they have a part, but them ladies put bread with it too. And so you don't host if you know you can't host. That's what I'm saying. Even Mia Thornton didn't put them girls somewhere where they couldn't bathe. Now she did have the toilet bathroom pipe running across the ceiling where Gizelle and Robin had to sleep. She did do that, but they could bathe. They could bathe. Evie said, has this ever happened in housewife history? Somebody literally having to take over? No, never happened before. Never happened before. There you go. That's what they do. Put a little coin toward it. That's it. That's all. And so here's the thing. So the flight attendant, 11 years, that's cool. We find out that Stacey ate her contact lenses. Stacey is a loose cannon. I didn't know what they was talking about. Ashley and Gizelle was like, oh, tell them about the 2020 booty hole. 2020 booty hole. What the hell is a 2020 booty hole? Come to find out, she out there in the bushes eating in the middle of the field at Angel House. This fool done put her contact lenses on the plate and ate them. Yeah, if Karen was there, she'd have read Angel down. She sure would have. Hey, Teresa, thank you for being number 87, girl. So that was crazy. Angel's back to bragging. Oh, yeah, you know. Oh, Aspen. Oh, all the celebs come to Aspen. And she started naming off random celebrities that come to Aspen. Girl, what them people got to do with you? Anybody that can afford the flight can go to Aspen. I don't know. I feel like Angel is making a mockery of herself. Yeah, child, they said she had a 2020 booty hole because them contact lenses, she ate them. And so they were saying that her booty was going to have clear vision. Okay. DS say the contacts melted as soon as they got close to Stacey's mouth. Go back to the corner, 11-second violation. See, that's why you always there. Okay. Hey, Belize and JB, thank you for being number 88, sis. L.W. Smith said Karen would have booked another place sooner. Sure would have. Karen wouldn't have made it that long. Not Surrey County. Not Karen. Karen wouldn't have made it at all. So anyway, they at the Whiskey Lounge, child. Ain't nothing wrong with Sam's Club and Walmart. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yep. Yep. Asia Marie said, right, Kevin Costner ain't got nothing to do with her. Sure don't. So they getting something to drink, and the people say they got everything to drink except beer, tequila, and wine. Right, Divine Miss M. Stacey will eat contact lenses, but she won't eat meat. Amazing, ain't it? And so when they sit down to the whiskey bar, whiskey lounge, wherever that place was, Angel tried to apologize again. Gizelle didn't shut her down this time. She just kind of like looked at her and wasn't giving her no more energy. Right. You right. With her saying with my real rich A, it's a little strange, you know. You're right. You're right. I have to bite my tongue on that one because she is the person who made it a point to make it a point about her real rich A, my real rich A. So, you know, there you go. Richard Wilson, thank you for being like number 81. Thank you. Thank you. Lily say, when she was talking to Mauricio about fly fishing, she aggravated my menopause. She thought that was a flex. I don't like Angel. I don't either. Not a bit. Not a bit. Aries son, thank you for being like number 89. So listen, she gets past that. Monique went straight to Jossie. And see, this is why, while Monique used to bore me when her and Chris was together, because, you know, it was and don't get me wrong, y'all know, I have to say this. We like to see Black families look healthy and balanced and whatever, but sometimes when it ain't nothing going on, it's just boring. Monique used to bore me to death. But this is one of the things that I've always liked about Monique Samuel, because Monique Samuels is going to go ahead and say it. She didn't beat around the bush. She went straight to the horse's mouth. Jossie, did you go back and repeat what I said about my concerns about Angel to her? Did you go do that? Yes. And you could tell that Jossie was caught off guard because, girl, you don't know these women, honey. You met them through Mia. You met them through your lying, faking, fronting friend. You don't know these chicks will ask you about your stuff. Straight to you. Monique went straight, baby. Direct. No layover. Direct flight. She caught flight and it was direct. She, listen. And she, yes. She said, why? And why? Baby, Jossie went the line because I was concerned. No, you wouldn't, ho. If you was concerned about Angel, you would have told her your concerns. Repeating what Monique said is not you being concerned for Angel. That was you trying to start some mess. That was you trying to be in the middle of some mess to get some mess popping. Now that's what the hell that was. That's what the hell that was, honey. I was concerned. You the same chick that was in the confessional talking about Monique need to mind her business and I wouldn't want her comparing her divorce to my marriage and all that. So you repeated what she said that you claim you were offended by because you was concerned for Angel because of the same reason that Monique said, because Monique shouldn't have said it because she's comparing her divorce to your marriage. Huh, Jossie? She's a big liar. I'm like, wow. I keep telling y'all none of these chicks are good women. And apparently I was right again. I say, boy, she can lie, can't she? She didn't even put no thought into that lie. Just put it there. And so when she said that, Wendy was like, yeah. Monique was saying that she saw similarities between you and her. And so, you know, she was just saying that she was concerned about you, which legit is what Monique was saying. Yeah, Jossie got scared and lied. And I'm like, you can't be that loud and you scary, mama. You can't be loud and scary. You got to pick a struggle. Pick a ministry. It's either loud or scary, but you can't be both because that's just a mess. And so Monique explained further, and it really was nothing bad. It was just armchair therapist because you done been in therapy for 10 minutes. Now she thinks she Ayanla Jr., but she still didn't say nothing offensive. I did like the way Angel, you know, volleyed and was like, oh, so you're wondering if my experience is like yours. And it's not. Okay, cool. Once you said that, Monique didn't hammer the point. She was just like, you know, hey, I was just saying, like, I see a lot of me in you. And when you trying to do a lot, and even when your partner feel like they're helping, it may not be enough help. And then you start feeling like you about to explode. So she was just, you know, talking about that and saying like, I just didn't want to see that happen to you. And what's funny about it was the fact that once Angel heard it from Monique, she didn't even have the same level of vitriol or being offended, which is why Jossie should have left it for Monique to say. And Wendy made a point to Jossie, like, but she's like, but that's not even the issue. The issue is, why would you go and repeat that when Monique said several times that she wanted to talk to Angel? Well, because Angel's my friend. Just because she your friend, if the girl saying she want to talk to her, why would she need you to talk to her first to buffer it? Like, what are you protecting her from? A conversation? She's an adult. Monique's an adult. They seem to be cool. So if Monique come to her with something that she's concerned about out of actual concern, whether it's psycho concern or not, Angel know how to pivot and handle it, because it sounds like she handled it real easy. And was just like, yeah, that's not my experience. And then everything was everything. She was trying to make a mess. Divine Miss M say Jocelyn found out Monique is not Tia at all. This is not an African girl raised in Great Britain. This is a whole homegrown Black American soul sister, and you was about to get that good old native energy, and you wasn't gonna like it. That's why she got scared and went to line. Even say, I'm glad they put Jocelyn on Front Street. Leave it to Monique. Leave it to old Mo. Listen, we can't count the amount of time she put Gizelle and Robin on Front Street. We can't count the amount of time she put them on Front Street. You know, Monique don't care. They don't care. DS say Angel gave Jossie a little side eye. Let's see how smart she is. Let's see if she's smart enough to pick up that Jossie ain't what you think she is. So after that, she was like, she's my friend. And Gizelle popped right on in there. I say, baby, look, you got them women all on your neck behind this. We ain't got no bath and you running back snitching. Gizelle jumped in. She said, and when y'all got to be friends so good? When all this became y'all friends so good? Because, you know, Gizelle don't like nobody listening and going back and repeating the list and repeating to her. You know, her and Team Yellow had a whole syndicate for a while there. So look, then after all that done went down, all of that, she said, well, we friends. We talk on the phone all the time. And Wendy say, off camera? Yeah, we talk off camera. She wanted me at her house, and Tia ended up there by default. I'm like, girl, why do you keep taking swings at Tia's head? Why do you keep she been taking swings at Tia's head since Nevis. Before Mr. Sunshine, because she blamed part of that on the Mr. Sunshine and Tia making a comment about Mr. Sunshine and his 4 dreadlocks and 12 teeth. But Jossie was taking shots at Tia before that. And I felt like, okay, maybe part of the shot she was taking at Tia was because she picked up on some of the phoniness from Tia and Tia jumping in other people's conversations. But then now it's like, girl, is this something personal or what? What is this about? And so then Angel was like, Tia, like, well, what you mean by that? Like, what was that for? Because Tia, like, why the hell am I getting strays? And so then Angel was like, well, I wanted all 3 of y'all at my house. But then I wasn't going to have accommodations for 3 people. Yet you invited all them people and told them they was going to stay at your house. And you couldn't even accommodate 3? Angel, girl, your lies. It's just, at this point, Angel, you just change your name to Johnny Taylor, because you're running out of lies, baby. You're running out of them. And she said she wanted all 3 of them there. And if anything, it looked like if she was planning for 3 and one person had to be cut and you were the one that was cut, it's giving you were the default, honey. You weren't the chosen. Tia was offended, and rightfully so. She had every right. She had every right to be offended at that. You know, Jossie trying to get in the living room or at any room in Angel's house. Listen, I'm not mad at you for acting like it's the Hunger Games for hot water, but this reporting stuff back like a demented parrot is not it. Adrian Marie said it got personal when she's stuck in the house with no water. Yeah. So I just thought it was crazy. It was whatever. And so then after all that went on, then Gizelle pivoted back around to Angel and was like, because she was talking about, you know, the whole watching of the kids. And I use the word watching, and, you know, that's just what that is. And I say I'm watching them and he say he watching them or whatever. Giselle pivoted back to Angel and was like, girl, if you knew you was hosting a trip, why would you not have your child care and all that set up beforehand? Because literally Angel is up here talking to women who have children. When Wendy came on the show, she had just dropped the baby. The same season, Ashley had just dropped that baby. Wasn't it Ashley? Was it Ashley? Yeah, it was Ashley had just dropped that baby. It was, wasn't it? It was what? Yeah, it was Ashley. Yeah. So these women having brand new babies, pumping milk and stuff. Y'all remember? That's when Candace was calling Ashley all kind of wide back milkmaids. Right, Shakura, it was Ashley. These women done had children. They having the breast express milk with breast pumps. Is still filming, and they not having to say, well, let me check and see. And they wasn't even hosting. Gizelle had an excellent point. And I think Gizelle made that point because I think Gizelle wants to drive the point home that Angel was not serious about this show. She just got her Airbnb so she could film with them. She ain't had no intention on really being there and being a part. Adrian say Angel act like she the only one who's married. She the only one with children. She the only one with money. Right. I'm like, girl, you must be the first in your family to be worth a darn. Because you really are around these women who are living the life of a life that's very similar to yours. And you acting like you the only one, like you the Highlander. It can be only one. Angel, calm down. Be calming down. Be calming down. Okay. So Gizelle was like, what's up? So then Angel said, well, we did set up a sitter, and the sitter's going to be there until 9. And then, you know, this and that. And then the next night going to be there till 9 since you need the babysitter schedule. Girl, they don't need the babysitter schedule. You shouldn't have brought them there if you know that you got these type of time constraints. Why do you have those women there? They could have went somewhere else. Hell, they could have went on a trip with people that's fun instead of weirdos that bring musky men that look like ex-convicts to smoke cigars with cheap Ray-Ban glasses and staring them up and down, talking about how successful they are and having them eat dinner in the middle of a field while a strange man with a wandering eyeball plays a fiddle. Angel wants to be the leader of the pack, the head be in charge. Right. Maybe that's how it works with all that wag crap. That's not going to work with people who actually have a life in their entire personality. It's not the man that they laid up married to and hunching. Because that clearly seems to be Angel's only personality. Is that. But the whole, I got a sitter till 9 and I got to be done by 9. This ain't no clock in, clock out job, girl. You need to stick to wagging. Because being a housewife ain't for you. It ain't for you, honey. And so, anyway, all that done went on. We done got through the friend of it all or whatever. And then at some point, Wendy tells Angel, girl, you need to stand on something, okay? If you got these people at your house, just be like, look, I mess with you and you and you, and I wanted you and you at my house because I mess with y'all. Y'all over here, I don't mess with y'all like that. So y'all not gonna be at my house. And Wendy was absolutely right. And like she told her, she was like, girl, we all do it. Wendy even owned up to the Chesapeake stuff. She was like, girl, when I did that trip to Chesapeake, she wasn't messing with Gizelle and Robin at that time. With that, that's when they first was trying to do that reasonable, shady game outside of Gizelle she shed in the woods. Y'all remember that? When she said, oh, I'm hating on all this. Okay. They went on that trip. Wendy put them in the worst possible room at the top of the stairs while Gizelle had a boot on her foot with no bathroom and everything else. And guess what? Even on that trip, Gizelle and Robin went and got them some more accommodations because they wasn't finna stay there. But it's just the idea, like she say, when I did it, that's what I did, but I stood on it. And that's how it is. And that's how you can get past stuff. But Angel don't stand on nothing. She's so busy being phony. She's so busy being phony. And I'm sorry, Wendy was not wrong. Just stand on it. If they don't like you, let them be mad with you for a few seasons. Let them feud with you for a few seasons. And then eventually y'all will get past it like everybody got darn else. Okay, LEL said Angel House is cute and spacious, but definitely not enough space for all of them plus her family. She should have never pretended like it was. And she shouldn't have. Lily, we all enjoyed how Wendy did them. You know why? Because Wendy wasn't pretending like, oh, I didn't mean it. Oh, it wasn't like that. Oh, why y'all upset? She did it to make them upset. And when they got upset, she laughed at them and kept it moving. And that's what was supposed to happen. But Angel didn't do that. And I'm sorry, but her vibe sucks. Her vibe really sucks. And so Angel was like, well, y'all just believe what y'all want. Because every time I open up and tell y'all my truth, y'all, girl, shut up. Shut up. Because when she was like, but that's not how it is, Wendy told her the truth. That's bullish. That is bullshit. That's exactly how it is. You mess with who you mess with. You don't mess with who you don't mess with. But you're not woman enough or real enough to just say that and stand on it on anything. Like, it really sucks. So anyway, Tia in a confessional like, oh, Angel has become a target. I don't like the pile on. She ain't became no target. She made herself a target. You don't host no trip and then leave women in a cabin in the woods with no water. Silly hoe. And so everybody gets up. They want to go over to this Kemosabe place to shop or whatever. And while they going to the Kemosabe place to get their shop on, Monique stayed back to check on Angel. This is what I want to get at. This is why I said Monique ain't malicious. Monique is crazy. She's just crazy. And I'm really, at this point, I feel like it's very obvious. And I think the only people who do not see or acknowledge that Monique is not a malicious person is just people that want to charge her the pretty tax. And at this point, I'm calling it out all 2026. Just like I said, all year we gonna be grateful. All year we calling out heathens in Christian people business. And all year we gonna point out when people trying to charge the pretty tax. You do not get to just demonize somebody because they're pretty. Let's call it what it is. If she's a nut, she's a nut. But Monique ain't malicious at all, because everybody else jumped up and hauled tail. And the only reason that Ashley hung back was so she could be messy. She wanted to see what Monique and her was talking about, because Ashley ain't had nothing to add to that conversation. But Monique was sitting there, trying to encourage her, like, girl, do your thing. Don't be so concerned about what people think of you. Like, just be yourself and don't be worried about it. They get upset or they want to fuss at you or something, let them talk, because they can't do nothing. Like, trying to encourage her and still trying to uplift this that's so busy being offended. And it just blew me. Like, Jossie, you went running trying to create a mess and don't realize what you tried to create, the dynamic, the narrative that you were trying to create to make her feel like Monique was out to get her, or Monique was talking about her man, my man, my man, my man. Nah, man, she just nuts. And she was projecting herself onto you because Monique still got PTSD from that marriage with that man with them big draws. Now that's what the hell going on. Because even after that, and she could tell that the girl was offended, because who couldn't tell, she still hung back to check on her after everybody really handed her behind to her. And rightfully so. And you could tell Monique ain't feeling being stuck in a place with her face swelling up, with the heater not turning off, and with not having water. And like she said, let's just make the best of it. She's like, I know next time if you invite me somewhere, don't go. But let's make the most of it. She still, even with all of that, was like, let me just hang back and, try to encourage. Then here comes Gizelle being mean. Now this time being mean. Gizelle had to heck in there to stop them from talking to Angel, because that's what the hell she came back in there for. She made like, oh, she just coming back like, oh, y'all, let's go shop, whatever. I don't think Gizelle liked that Monique was staying back and trying to like encourage and, encourage Angel and talk to Angel and kind of get her back in the game, which I can understand. Do I think she was being a little mean? Yes. Do I understand it? Yes. Because if I was on that side of things, you done left me where I can't bathe, you ain't checking in, and you playing victim, I probably wouldn't like to see nobody, trying to pet you or coddle you either. I don't feel as though Gizelle, want to see nobody trying to pet Angel right now. I don't think Monique was trying to pet her. I think Monique could see that the girl was drowning and just wanted to be encouraging. But I think Gizelle took it as you petting her and you coddling her, and she full of crap. And so there it go. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think it was. Even say, I'd be Gizelle, don't console that hoe. I know you would. I know you would. Because I raised you. I know. LW Smith said Gizelle didn't like that at all. She didn't. She came in there to bust that up. She said, don't y'all be petting that heifer. It was all over her face. I said, oh man, Gizelle, let the girl encourage her, because she finna start crying in a minute, and y'all gonna be mad when she start crying, because y'all don't want to hear her crying. And me trying to take one for the team and trying to be encouraging, okay? So I was just like, wow, this is crazy. So then Angel is talking to Kay, because Gizelle busted up the encouragement party, and she's telling Kayana, like, it hurts because I share my truth and they act like I'm lying. And you are lying, Angel. That's why people act like you're lying. It's because you're lying. Angel is just like Stacy. She is Stacy in a different font, because Stacy lied through her teeth and then act like she being attacked when people call her on it. Now here go Angel. Angel, you lie through your teeth and you talking about it just hurts because people see your lies. Baby, your lies is as big as your bosom. This the first thing they see. They right out there. Like, put them away if you don't want nobody to see them. And so, you know, she telling Kayana that, and Kayana's like, well, I understand, but I see it different because you my friend. Kayana, I call bull crap on you, because can we be for real? Can we be for real? Yes, she was LW. She was trying to do the right thing. Kayana is the one that put Angel into this spiral, this tailspin, this downward spiral. And every time she got whacked, Kayana left her there, floundering. Every freaking time. She sent her at Wendy. Wendy whacked her. She sat there. That was the first time at the Preakness. She sat there. She didn't even jump in to try to save the girl or nothing. Every time she came at Wendy and Wendy whacked her, she left her sitting there. She left her sitting there. Every single freaking time. Even the last one at Gizelle's event, when she was like, well, Wendy the one said catfish, and when they were all separate, but when Wendy wasn't there, Kayana was like, yeah, it was Wendy. It was Wendy. Then when Wendy face to face with the girl, I didn't say that. And Gizelle looked at her face and was like, she didn't. I'm the one called you a catfish. She left Angel sitting there holding the bag, looking like the world's biggest dum-dum. Oh, shoot. My sis got to get up at 6 a.m. Bless you too, you girl. We got to catch up. We got to talk. Okay? Have a good night. Sweet dreams. Say your prayers, sis. But it was just crazy. So now she talking about, I feel different because, you know, you my friend and I feel like I'm responsible because that's how they making you feel. But I understand that that's your way of coping. And shut up. Shut up. Every time this girl got whacked, you left her sitting there holding the bag, looking stupid. Every time. So anyway, they had to go shop. Wendy out here like in what she called her Mary J. Blige boots, them stiletto boots. And I'm looking at the road. I'm like, that look like cobblestone or something else equally uneven. And y'all in stilettos, you are crazy. You are nuts. I'd have took them boots off and been barefoot. I promise you they'd have been talking about me. They'd have been talking about me so bad. It'd have been like, who is this ignorant Florida heathen hooligan walking on the streets of Aspen barefoot? Because I'd have been barefoot before I'd have walked around on uneven ground in stilettos. But they were trying to do their thing, her and Stacy, and Ashley was trying to help them. And I was like, how is this going to work? Because both of them are way, way bigger than Ashley. Ashley is so short, and those are both very statuesque ladies. But it was a cute little moment. So they get to this shop, this Kimo Sabe shop, right? And while they in there, they shopping. Apparently, there's a private bar, and it's a whole big old, you know, hippie, yuppie, campy, corny Western shop for non-Western people, which to me is the most ridiculous. Like, you ain't Southern, you ain't Western, but you in here buying cowboy regalia. I mean, I don't know. It's just, to me, it's corny. It's something extra corny to me about city folks trying to put on a country aesthetic. Hey, Lady Rita, say, where was Kay when Monique was rubbing Angel back? The girl had real tears. Child, Monique was over there trying to help her. Kayana is just Kayana, Lady Rita. I don't know, girl. So they in there looking at hats and stuff. Angel bragging again. Oh, this is a celeb hot spot. Girl. Oh, the celebrities. Oh, the celebs. Oh, the celebrity. Girl, ain't nobody starstruck. Ain't nobody walking around with stars in their eyes hoping to see no goddamn celebrity. Stacy acting like she's so shook by seeing all the taxidermied animal heads on the wall. I'm like, girl, y'all, you dressed up in cowboy regalia to go to a fake yuppie cowboy shop. What did you think you was going to see? You know? Because they was like, oh, it's the smell of leather. She's talking about, oh, the smell of death. I'm sure you got some leather shoes somewhere. I'm sure you do. If you don't, you should. But anyway, so she's doing that. Kayana was smart and bought some flat shoes, bought her some sneakers. And I thought that was very, very smart. Yeah, Monique and Ashley stood by Angel. Yeah, because Monique was checking on her and Ashley was over there ear hustling to make sure she didn't miss out on nothing. You know, Ashley. She ain't got a lot going on, but she always want to insert herself so she can hear something, so she can carry some mess if it's in it to carry, you know. And so she bought her some sneakers, and I said, okay, you're smart. Angel over there talking to Kayana like, I released the need to care about what people think about me or whatever, yada, yada, yada. And then says she's not even sure about how comfortable she is going back to Maryland. Like, don't stay in Colorado. Gizelle and Ashley both over there spending money. Gizelle buying jewelry. Ashley bought her a belt, you know. Then Ashley gets behind the bar and starts reminiscing about her barfly days of being a bartender and all of this good stuff. Said she was bartending for 3 years, and that's how she met Mr. Burns when she married Mr. Burns. She made him a nasty drink, the pink coochie, which I thought that was disgusting. Very disgusting. So they all take their shots and stuff and talk about, you know, sipping vile things. I didn't even understand the purpose of that. Ashley just brings the filth, kind of like Candy brought the filth to Atlanta. At this point, I feel like maybe that's Ashley's purpose, to bring the filth to Potomac. Like if anything get too clean, bring some filth, right? Then they had this weird scene, y'all, where they start counting up how much everybody spent. And Ashley spent $4,000 on a belt. L.W. Smith said it was given, I'm better than you, and let me show you where the other rich folk like me hang out. We're still waiting. Yeah, that's what she was doing. Like they were supposed to be starstruck and just awestruck and whatever. And it's like, girl, that might impress your friends from the ghetto where you from. But them people, they got coin. Even if they started off in the ghetto, they're no longer there. Nobody was going to be impressed by that. No grown people. Then, you know, Kayana let them know she spent $1,350 on sneakers. Tia spent $541 on a bolo tie, and Gizelle spent $1,000 on some diamond earrings, and Jossie spent $1,000 plus on some a custom hat. And it's given she gonna be just like Angel for us too. Oh, I got a custom hat with my man number and my man team and my man name and my man. I was like, oh my God, somebody shoot me. Wendy did a little cute thing. She bought some cute little earrings for her baby girl because it's about to be her birthday. Stacy say, I ain't rich, so I ain't bought nothing. And was in the confessional saying, I know how to stay rich. I'm not finna be spending my money on this stupid stuff. She say, and to her, buying a souvenir is buying a keychain. I agree. Monique says she bought her tail up in there. That's what she brought. She ain't buy nothing, but she brought her tail up in there. That's what she bought. Okay. Then Gizelle, ooh, baby, the old Gizelle with the peeking eye. She say, oh yeah, Gizelle, Monique has truly changed because Monique used to spend plenty of money, and they went to recapping all the, you know, extravagant spending Monique was doing. And Monique ain't broke. She walked away with some coin, but she's like, oh, she definitely changed because, you know, how she used to spend so much money. And looking through all them clips, it's like that's some of the stuff that had Gizelle triggered. I think a lot of the spending and Gizelle's being able to do things is what triggered. Monique being able to do things is what triggered Gizelle, like them 4 houses. Now, that's the other thing I want to hit on. Angel is not smart. This show had the likes of a Monique Samuels. This show had the likes of a Big Reese Jackson. These women were spending money. These broads had money. The fact that Angel thought a $8,000 plane ride was going to wow these people going to Aspen. I got a cousin done been to Aspen from Ocala. Just, you know, just because some man wanted to pay for the trip. Like, it's not that deep. It's literally not that deep. She trying to impress people that been around people that spend money. And she thinks she could do it with some musky dudes smoking Dominican cigars with cheap plastic glasses and some oxygen tanks and a babysitter who has to leave at 9. I'm just like, listen, I don't know who need to tell her. Somebody need to hold her hand. Somebody need to hold her hand and tell her, girl, this is not how you impress people. Whatever it is you think you're doing, you're not doing it. Adrian, I don't think she watched the show at all. I don't think she did. She couldn't have. Or maybe she skipped a season or 2. You never know, because why would you think that? So then they go upstairs to drink some more stuff. Stacey and Ashley toasting about being friends, and Ashley had to throw in there honest again. And I'm sitting there like, Ashley, we get it. Stacey's a big liar. Maybe Ashley feel challenged because maybe she feel like, well, Stacey, how dare you be a bigger liar than me? Maybe that's what she felt. Then this Mauricio person walks up. The women act like he looked good. Y'all say what you want to say. That man looked like a half-smoked cigarette. And you ain't gonna convince me otherwise. He looked sallow-faced and dingy. He looked wrung out like an old dish rag. And why? These women talking about he look good. Tia talking about he's a silver fox. He has big, deep energy, and he knows that. Ew. Just gross. I'm sorry. I know people post, maybe it's, knowing that this white man got some money, maybe that's why they look good. I mean, people say when money come in the picture, folks get the line. People went to saying Wesley Snipes was sexy when he had some money. I mean, I done seen people say Kodak Black sexy because he got some money. So I guess I'm not going to, knock nobody. I done seen, people tell a lie. People will tell a lie if the money right. I feel like if I squint real hard, like close my eyes all the way, and I only touch your wallet, I can say, "Ooh, he's handsome." I can feel braille. I can feel handsomeness. Maybe it's the wallet. Maybe it's the wallet. It must be the wallet because it ain't your face. That's all I can say. That man was scrawny, dingy, pale, stank looking. I was like, oh, hey, baby, money make them lie. They say, cookie. No, that was sugar on Friday after next. No, next Friday say money make the coochie go woo woo. Apparently money make the eyes go blind too. Took me all the way out. I couldn't take it the way they was acting. I told y'all Ashley over there hyperventilating and doing all that putting on and ooh, and he's single now. Ooh, he's single. Wait, what you say, sis? But I have to open my eyes. I mean, do I have to open them? Can I not put some duck? And you just so handsome. You so handsome. Hell no. I mean, if Ashley say she like him, I believe it too. Ashley was playing connect the liver spots with Montgomery Burns. Ashley ain't got no limits. Now let's just keep it there. Ashley ain't got no goddamn limits. She ain't no limit. Gizelle was like, she found him attractive. Oh, that's somebody she would be horizontal with. But that other lady is on, we all in the same circle or whatever. She ain't with that all that drama and stuff like that. She ain't with it. That ain't cool. Even say, yeah, he looked like the average Middle Eastern musky man. Yeah, he looked musky in a mug. He looked like a scratching stiff sticker. One of them goddamn garbage pail kid stickers. Like you mess around and scratch him and smell a whole dumpster. Yes, girl, the liver spots. Talking about young Sylvester Stallone. Okay, and Sylvester Stallone, while he's an excellent actor, I loved him in Rambo and all the other pictures, but y'all know Sylvester Stallone had a face that looked like a hernia. His whole face looked like a hernia. But if the money right, women get the line. Oh, he's sexy. I bet he is, you lying heifer. But anyway, then he said he was over there for his daughter bachelorette party. Okay. And Ashley was just sitting there talking about telling Stacy, oh, I was just sitting there with Kyle. Oh, Eva say, I just looked him up. Oh, he a Mexican at that. I'd rather mop up the ocean with a Kleenex. I eat grits with a toothpick. I eat cat-ish with a knitting needle. Matter of fact, I sew my stuff up with a rusty needle before I do that. That's horrible. Horrible. But don't go by me. Y'all know I'm picky. Don't go by me. That's all I'm saying. Right, Lel. 2 years ago. No, but what you mean Portia would have said Simon was sexy? Portia looked y'all in y'all face and lied and told y'all Shrek was sexy. She told y'all Shrek was sexy. Got him some new teeth, put him on a diet, waxed his bald head, and had him believing it. Adrian said, I slide down a razor blade and land in a pool of alcohol. I know that's right. I'll slap box with a werewolf first. Hell no. So anyway, Ashley over there telling Stacy, talking about, I was just sitting with Kyle at something. I can't do that. Ooh, she trying to cool herself down. I was just sitting and chilling with Kyle. I can't go talk to that man. Talking about that was the past. Stacy a hoe. Sharice wasn't lying on Stacy. The fact that Cherie said that Stacy was over there and that man was married and she was flirting at him and his friend told her he was married and she was like, that ain't her problem. Cherie ain't lying on her. Stacy's a whole, she's a whole Merry Christmas. What's funny to me was the fact that Stacy and Ashley could bond on some whole stuff. I say, all it takes, all it be mortal enemies. When it's time to get Voltron Force activate on whole stuff, them hoes put all their differences to the side. I say, I'm done. Yes, Stacy married. I believe she was still married. Matter of fact, we know she was still married when she was out there flirting with the married man. And she was told the man was married, and she said it wasn't none of her problem. Yeah, Stacy old raggedy hoe. Stacy old slewfoot hoe. That's what she is. And so I'm like, that's the past, Ashley. That's the past. And so Angel is gonna ask Mauricio. That's a dumb name too. Mauricio, do you fly fish? Then she went to plug in Wondering Outdoors has an excellent fly fishing experience, and them sisters don't want to do no goddamn fly fishing. Hell, I like to fish, and I don't even want to do no goddamn fly fishing. The hell. So anyway, Stacy gonna ask him, well, are you going out tonight? I mean, listen, whole mode activated. Are you going out tonight? And he said, I'm definitely going out. I'm up here all by myself. And he kept saying he was all by himself. And I don't know if y'all saw it. Put a 7 in the chat. Did y'all see how creepy he looked at Gizelle? He looked at Gizelle real creepy. It was giving white van energy, kidnapper van energy. I ain't like how he looked at Gizelle. I'm like, Gizelle, you in danger, girl. You don't even know it. But anyway, I digress. She asked him whether he going out and stuff. And Gizelle had to jump in and say, look, hey, Mauricio is off limits to all of us. Leave that alone. Okay, let's all leave that alone now. Leave that alone. A baby that wasn't having it. Stacy talking about some. I'ma hook him up. Hey, Cassandra Zika. At least DS saw how that man was Gizelle, because he was looking at Gizelle real creepy. I felt like Gizelle was not safe, but you know, she think he looked good too, so maybe she wasn't scared. I would have been. We'd have been kung fu fighting. Whoa. Like, don't look at me like that. Don't do that. I'm from Ocala. Mouth speedy, hand, mouth greasy, hand speedy, out of song. Like, don't be back. Don't touch me. So Stacey talking about she want to hook Ashley and the man up. Ashley, then Ashley talking about, oh, I like this side of Stacey. And I said, wow. So Stacey being a big fat liar don't bother you long as she in hoe mode. And I just found it interesting. Like, Ashley's such a hoe, she couldn't even like Stacey until Stacey let the hoe come out. Long as she let that hoe come out, now Ashley like her. I say, wow. Ashley is at this point, Ashley is in critical hoe mode. Like, she's a critical hoe. She don't even like other women unless she can smell the hoe on you. It's something serious going on with Ashley. So the man left. Ashley and Stacey followed the man out. They creeped and followed the man out. Everybody like, what the hell Stacey and Ashley went? The man act like they going to the bathroom following the man. Gizelle went and busted them, interfered, broke that up because they trying to work that thing out. Gizelle said, Mauricio, we gonna let you go because these stuff are hot mess. And talking about, don't say that. Don't say I'm a hot mess. Girl, whatever. Let's go. So Stacey up there asking Ashley, you want to go follow him? You want me to go follow him out the door, get his phone number? You want me to follow him out the door? And Ashley was like, no, I don't want you to do that. But you keep that energy in case somebody else I want to get. And it was like, Stacey, I know you think you being cool. You not. You being a creep. You're a creep. But I was just like, wow. I mean, look, y'all say Ashley was thirsty, but where is the for Stacey that put her Crocs in sport mode to be in hoe mode? Because she was in hoe mode too. Ashley always been like that. She give me migraines. Yeah, she like that whole stuff, honey. Real heavy. So Angel over there talking about, y'all stay, have her fun. And I'm looking at Angel like, you're really stupid, aren't you? Stupid girl. Because if that man's still technically married to that woman and you talking about let her have her fun, what you gonna do when it's your husband next? See, this is why I don't take none of these hoes serious. Angel talking about let her have her fun. See, when it's your old man, we gonna see if you gonna say let her have her fun. Cause see, Ashley Coochie ain't got no conscience. Now I don't know if y'all can recognize the signs. Ashley Coochie ain't got no conscience. And the fact that she went and rubbed her old musky cat on Cherie's son, that should let you know that her coochie ain't got no conscience. And I'm going to go you one further. Stacey ain't got no conscience either. Because Ashley, you know, basically trying to say, well, I was cool with this lady. I've been sitting up chilling with her. And Stacey talking about, that's the past. So that gives Angel, Stacey could be in your face today, be cool with you. And then if you and your man arguing, you and your nigga go to arguing next year, Stacey will hunt your man and say, well, I was cool with you, but that was the past. See, girls like Angel, y'all deserve whatever you get. You sit up here and y'all support and suborn whoredoms until it's at your doorstep. Then when the whoremongers come to your doorstep, I don't want to hear nothing. I'm going to just tell you that right now. I don't want to hear nothing. If they cool with that lady, they sitting up talking with the lady or whatever. Even Tia called bull crap. She was like, that's what she talking about. He's a silver fox. He's got big D energy. She's like, but it's plenty of men instead of messing with men in the same circle. And that's real. That was the realest thing she said in that whole little, you know, confessional. That's messy stuff. You don't sit up and smile and grin with somebody in a minute. Them and their man split up. You ready to go rub your little musky cat on them. That ain't cute. That's raggedy business. Raggedy business. And Angel talking about let her have her fun. Okay, let her have some fun then, Angel. Let her have some fun. And then when it's you and Bobby next, okay. That's all I'm going to say. As a married woman, you can't support mess like that. You're right, because your mama raised you like somebody with sense. But Angel is giving, she wasn't raised up, she was dragged up. That's what it's giving. Child, you can say what you want to say. I know when a man is a hoe, and that man was a hoe. Talking about ain't no woman his type. You were lying 7 sacks of crap. He was looking at Gizelle like she easily could have got snatched in the back of a white, unmarked kidnapper van. Talking about something he ain't got no type. I've been a woman longer than you think you. That man was dangerous. Dangerous. And a whole coochie hound. And it was all over him. And it wasn't cute either. Moving right along. So then, all the ladies standing around talking, y'all. Gizelle lets them know, hey, y'all, I'm going to give y'all time to go get y'all stuff. And then we're going to go over to the Four Seasons. And we're going to have dinner at the Four Seasons. And then we're going to have brunch at the Four Seasons the next day. So then Angel was like, well, we need to look at the schedule first because we got stuff planned for them, for y'all. And we got to kind of be out early to do those things. And Gizelle was like, girl, we're going to have dinner at the Four Seasons tonight. And we're going to have brunch tomorrow and possibly go home. And she said, no, we're not going to do that because we still got plans. She said, well, it's up to the girls what they going to do. I don't know what's going to happen. But Angel, you done messed around and lost your whole trip. Gizelle said she done took over your trip. Diamond said, I saw the son too. He was very polite and mature. Ashley did him dirty. Oh, yes. But now on the coming attractions, it looked like they are leaving early. They at the roadside and got them some roadside food. And I'm low-key jealous because a lot of times them little spots like that be having the best food, especially when you around a bunch of bougie bull crap. Them little, you know, little duck off, little roadside out the way type stuff, food trucks sometimes have the best freaking food. So they was on FaceTime like they was talking to Angel about it, and like, girl, I think we finna head up out of here is what it's looking like. Look like maybe Angel gonna stay at the Four Seasons with them. Maybe she is, maybe she not. I guess we'll find out. But I got y'all. We all rate this episode. I gave this episode a 9. I'm gonna tell you the truth. It was like a 8.79. So I'm gonna go ahead and tip it over to the 9 because it's a lot going on here. It's a lot going on. I was surprised that I wasn't more irritated with Monique. Monique really didn't mean no harm. She's just a nut. But she's a well-meaning nut. Gizelle was a little prickly, and I'm not even mad at it this time because you left that lady with no way to bathe. funny, a little mean, but it was justified. Tia definitely got on my nerves, and I feel like, Tia, you don't have to kiss up to get that commission to sell her no house. That girl probably not even coming back to Maryland, what she told Kayana. So you gonna feel real silly for kissing up trying to get a commission on a house that she ain't even coming back to buy. Angel playing you and lying to you, just like she did Jossie. Adrian Marie said 8.5. DS gave him 9. What's up, Yvette? Our Birmingham beauty done slid up in here. Thank you for being like number 98. Okay, girl. DV say 8.5. Definitely Jossie not digging it. I can tell y'all the next episode, it looked like Jossie gonna call Stacey out for the fact that she wasn't even gonna go to that girl wedding until she found out that Wendy and Ashley was going, and then people was gonna be filming. And Stacey tried to lie and say that's not true. And looked like Wendy was like, well, girl, since you want to lie and I'm in the car, looked like Wendy finna go and put on Front Street with what she actually did say about going to Jossie's wedding. So it's like, oh, wow, this is crazy. This crazy. So Stacey looked like next episode, Stacey gonna get caught up in some of her stuff too. It looks that way. And where Stacey's concerned, I feel like you kind of get what you get because you lie all the time. While I know she's happy that somebody else is getting caught in their lies, girls, you still got some lies out there that's gonna come out. You know, this people gonna trip across them like landmines because she's planted them in the dirt all along the way. So that looks like that's gonna come out next episode. Overall, Jossie was a nothing burger for me this episode. She was the pits. She absolutely sucked. She did something really foul, trying to start a mess, only for it not even to be the mess that she thought it was gonna be. And then started lying at the table, claiming that she told because she was concerned for Angel. You were not. You should be messy and reporting back. The Divine Miss M gave him a 9. So yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. It's going to be real interesting. At this point, I'm actually looking forward to the sneak peeks because I want to see, you know, how much more is going to come out. I'm really interested and I'm invested. Okay. So listen, y'all, no StreamYard tonight because my mouth hurt. So I'm definitely going to get off, but I enjoyed you guys. I want to say a special thank you again to Gossip News, to my girl Shakuru, to Delicia Dismute for supporting the live. And Hee LEL gave him an 8. I know that's right. But look, y'all know what time it is. Y'all do. Y'all know what time it is. If y'all did not hit the like button on the way in, please. Time we go live on this good channel. Okay. Now, all right. If you're in Discord, you're going to always know when we go live because I make sure I tell them first, along with every sale, every penny item I can find. I post and tell everything. The Mary Kay sales, everything is in there. So if you're not in Discord, get in there so you'll always know when I go live and you'll always know the gossip. Even the stuff I don't go live with, it'll still be in there. So get in Discord, okay? Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed already because you know we're happy to have you here. And if you want to join channel membership, make sure you hit the join button beneath the video or the membership link in the description box. Now, also in that description box, we have the link for my book, Little Girl, Big World. It is a survival guide for all little girls who are leaving home for the first time. Y'all know we got to keep our daughters safe at all costs so they don't run into creepy guys who look like they got kidnapper vans. Let's keep our daughters safe. Also, in the description box, we got a link for our merchandise store so you can get your crown gear and represent the royal family. We got the link for our Amazon storefront so you can shop for your home like I shop for mine. And the link for my wish list in case y'all want to bless a girl because we do love a good blessing, okay? Bianca just ran that Discord link in the chat. Make sure you jump in Discord. If you ain't in there, get in there. And here's the link for my book. You can also find it by going to Amazon.com, type in my first name, and it will pop right up, okay? And y'all make sure y'all have a wonderful evening. We will be back as the gossip permits. I got a sneaking suspicion it's going to be some gossip hot and fresh tomorrow. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I just feel like it's coming and I'm going to be ready and I hope you are too. So as always, y'all, it's a Sunday night. It's getting late. So remember always, guys, when you get up tomorrow, Monday morning, whether you're going to work, going to school, remember to be positive. be productive. Encourage the people around you. Make sure you keep energy and be intentional and encourage yourself. And remember, in case no one else says it to you, God loves you. I love you. And there is nothing you can do about it. Talk to y'all later, okay? Bye, guys.